Was crafting to all my chaotic friends out there, and welcome back to another episode of ChaoticCraft. Now, last time we built this wonderful thing behind me, and I'm going to show you around what I have been working on, because as you can see, there seems to be a pathway. So let's get straight back into it. So I have been working quite hard on this place. This thing is obviously done. We started off with, we've got the ring bell chime and it works perfectly. I did bring Wooly Willy Mark 2 because Wooly Willy died. He jumped, so that wasn't very good. And this place is getting quite noisy now. Then I have been working on some of the lighting structures. So we've got these sort of floating lights poking around, and that is to light the track which goes all the way around. And I have also just dug this little thing down here to put our waystone in. It's only something simple for now, I'm not 100% sure on it. But the big thing that we have done is we have started, and I believe we completed, the seating stand. This is the seating stand right here. Now I've made it so you're able to put market stores in, and there is plenty of space in the inside. Now I did do some big terraforming. I didn't want to do it on camera because I wasn't sure where I was going with it and how good it would actually turn out, but I think it's turned out quite well, to be honest. We've got all this mounted here. We've got some stairs up to the top as well, but I like to sort of just take the long way because you know me by now. When does Gollum ever do things easily? But then this is the top, so this is probably going to be area for another build of some sort. I'm going to let the guys have a look into it, and then we've done this side with the terracotta, so the terracottas sort of blends in with that side of this side. Now you can see the track that goes all the way around there, and I did do a little bit over there, but I'll show you that in just a moment. I'll come on to the other side. So this is probably going to be quite a good viewing platform, to be honest, because you can see part of the end of the track there, and then who wins the race. So that's quite cool. So let's take you on a trip around the track. So we'll go over to Wooly Willy Mark 2, and we'll see how big this thing is. Now he is a bit of a pain, so I need to use the lead quite often. But let's go. So it's, I like to think Wooly Willy is a bit like a bumper. He's quite cool. But this is going to be the track going all the way around here. See, we've got all the lights. I have done a little bit of terraforming just here. Just a big rock to sort of stop things, but I think we're going to focus today on natural terraforming and putting rocks and boulders and things in the way of the track. I haven't finished off a bit of that, so that needs to be done. And this tunnel is not the most perfect tunnel in the world because I do get my head trapped, but I don't know, so I'm thankful about that. But we'll follow all this around. We've got some tight corners, tight bends, so when there's like 5 or 6 of us playing, it's going to be tight. Then we jump off here, and there's a big sort of chasm there, a hole. So we've got to jump in there, so it's quite cool. It's got a winding track, so this needs to be so that people can't just cheat, because I know a few of you that will. And we go up here, round, and then we go across the finish line. It's not a massive track, but I think once we add some bits and pieces in there, like obstacles, I think it's going to work quite well. Let's just leash this guy up. Oh, and I did find, I think it's a coyote or a wild dog. I can't tame him yet, so I've got to figure that out, but we'll see. But yeah, let me put my head back on. There you go. Automatically changes the sun, so I'm happy about that. I have just put temporarily in here as well. There's a bed and a crafting table, but I think this episode we're going to focus on the rocks. We're going to focus on probably sorting the tunnel out, a few obstacles, maybe a few dry trees. So most of this episode is going to be about natural changes and making this quite exciting and quite different to look at. It's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of buildings that I'm going to poke up. Hopefully soon the guys will be on. Let me just check if this light still works. Yay! Oh, you were happy with it. But yeah, so natural structures is going to be the name of this episode. So let's get straight into it. I know I said I was going to probably do this all natural, but I thought of putting some structures like antennae about, knocking them about. So let's see what I've got knocking. I've got some iron and I've got some copper. So what we can do is we can use some iron bars, reflect it there. We'll do some. Oh, there's not going to be a lot of these. What that would do. Then if we get, oh, Charles is online. Might be a perfect time to go say hello. Then if we, so what have I got? What have I got? Haven't got much. Let's see what I can build. So this is just a case of trying and error really. If I get some of this, then we can knock up. Maybe do 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I haven't got enough. I want 4 of these. So if I farm this one, let's see. Then you know I need to go and heal this up at the farm. Have I got enough? Do 4 of them. Then we'll see if we have. This is, like I said, trial and error. Always test, always trial. Always figure things out. Oh, I need some of those. Yes, I think these ones would work out quite well. Let's put some of these in here. So what I think is, whilst those are cooking, we will go over here. There needs to be the sort of like points of interest, so I think we can put this here, maybe. So we start off with 4 of them. Yep, that's about right. Let's put a block in the middle. So 4 of them, then we go. We need something tall in the middle. Now if I put that there, doesn't look too bad. Then we go, let's go 1 more of these on top. And then we, I need a pillar. 1, 2, 3, pillar. 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 Okay. We're getting somewhere. Let's put a torch on top. Let's mine down a little bit. Then we say get the bars here. Okay, they don't attach. Do I care? Not really. I think it's gonna look cool. Oh. Not there. Uh-oh. Let's put that there. There we go. Start that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we could probably figure if I put this. So the hard thing with these pipes is you have to take out this, place the pipe there, then put this back, take that out, go like that. Do the same on the other side. So this is my method of working. This works sometimes, it sometimes doesn't work. This is all trial and error. And then I think that works quite well. I think we'll just leave possibly the back off. Yeah, let's leave the back off. And do you know, I was going to put 4 on, but do you know, 4 those lightning rods, but do you know, I quite like different. So I think it looks quite cool. So yeah, that is going to be the first part. Just placed a sort of obstacle. It's not an obstacle, but I think that works out quite well. So now we go on to the next thing. So natural stuff is going to happen now. We're obviously going to poke a few of them about. Got to think about where people are going to place games. I think they'll figure it out. But natural boulders to carve the way and the path for which way I am taking basically the routes. So don't need to go with that one. Let's dump off some of this stuff. I'm thinking we're going to go stone, but I might mix in a little bit of the sand and the texture because obviously, but I need something to pop really. I will get a little bit of this because I'm good for dark spots. Have I got any more in there? No, I haven't. So we're going to make a couple of stairs. And then we'll do slabs, and we'll go over this way this time. Let me go and get some food because I know some of you will say, "Oh God, have you not eaten again?" Sorry, that's a really bad impression. So this is my favorite. This is just my easy way of getting a bit of snackage. These are my XP berries. I love my XP berries. We are thinking. Boulders need to go places where there are turns. Obviously I might just keep this and make this a pit, but we've got to turn here. So maybe we do a boulder here. Right, don't judge me, this is the first time I am properly making boulders. So let's go there. Let's pull it out here. Make an interesting shape maybe. Let's throw in some stone. Let's just sort of break it so it's sort of sitting maybe like that. Let's just roughly work out these shapes. I might just swap out. If I swap out this and put that, and then probably put. Let's take that out. Put a slab there, and then that there, and then we could probably put. Stair there. I think that gives a sort of more like boulder-esque sort of look. Let's bring a couple there. Put that there. Right, just forgive me on this one, guys. I am sort of really new to sort of terraforming. I am not the best terraformer in the world, as you can probably see, but I think I can work it somehow. Let's go at that. Maybe go round that off a little bit. It needs to be a bit thicker because that is quite chalk that. No need that. I think that looks not too bad. Don't know. You guys, just let me know what you guys think. And it's just one of those things where you gotta keep on building on top. Really, more layers. Let's go get this. Oh, that might be interesting. Let's put a slab there. That looks quite cool. Sort of like a crack between the rocks, maybe. Let's pull this out. Go like that. Maybe chuck in. No, this is hard. This is hard. Sort of like breakaway rock on that. That's... What do you got? Any thoughts? I'd love to get your feedback at the moment because this is difficult, to say the least. Then obviously we're going to probably want to hide this. So let's chuck it down there. So boulder wise, yeah, there. Bit of lift there. That's not too bad. We'll do it probably a cluster of these just here, just to sort of carve away. Maybe some straight pillars. I know Mumbo Jumbo sort of tried some of these methods and he did an amazing job. I'm quite pleased that he was able to show us how he approached it because some of his work is incredible. Let's place one there, go one there. Maybe. I think it will look better when you've got a bit of like grass around to break up the patterns. So let's see, don't get some of this dry grass will appear. We'll see what we can do. We'll get some of this as well. Let's see. Let's place some dry grass just around the edges, just like it's been sort of darkness has killed the stuff. Let's put one there. There maybe. And then we'll put the tree. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works alright. This might be a very plain, basic shape, but I want to probably carve this out, maybe cover it up with something. But that is giving us so limited space. See, we come down here, we have to scoot around here. We can't just cut straight at the moment. Let's say we can't just cut across. But if people want to, they'll do this. And then they're going to have to go around that. So we need something there. Maybe dig this hole out. So yeah. So we're going to have to put a few more of these things in. And then I think the next job is maybe a dried out tree. So I have attempted just a little bit around this area. This tree. I don't know. I've put some logs down on the floor just to give a few obstacles to this tree. Aravec, help me. Can you make this better, dude? Because it's alright. Goes down the bottom. It's supposed to be a dead tree. Yeah, I don't know. Please, Aravec, if you can see this, help me. Just modify it, make it look awesome, please. You're the master of trees at the moment. We've got like a little glow bush, and I've tried to put some cacti just here, so you are forced to sort of, you can't go that way because you're going to get spiked. So you just give this obstacle there. I have added a sort of smaller version of that here with using some sandstone. There's bushes around and then a small rock. It breaks up the track and sort of guides you. There's some flowers and stuff, but they work in a way. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what you guys think, but it is going to guide you. It is going to sort of block you from doing things. Still need to figure that out. Maybe behind here. Might have to put some fences up, to be honest. Just some guide fences, but it works. I'm thinking here, any of the fellow chaoticans are around, put a building or something. Maybe put a building around here as well, so we're sort of having to go round the buildings. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, it works alright. It does. It's yeah. Not 100% happy, and like I said, you can, if you're not 100% happy, things can get worked on all the time. So after that quick time lapse, we are believe done. This is what I have sort of come up with for the design of the tunnel. I wanted to sort of keep the stones, the sand sort of blending in, and then the natural cave that would form underneath, and sort of a natural tunnel. There's a little bit up there of the terracottas. I just kept that, and then as I was digging out, part of the ceiling came through, which I sort of kept as a sort of natural light source, which I think looks pretty cool. I haven't put any slabs in because I think slabs will probably make it too much, but stairs and a few stone. There's a few lower obstacles, so if you're on a big steed, you'd have to sort of navigate round. But do I put anything down here, guys? Just let me know, because I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be alright. When you think there's 5 or 6 of us racing, that's going to be quite a tight hole, and as you can see, it isn't going to be easy. You've got like little bits sticking out, and then we come straight out into here. Maybe might do some more terraforming here, but I think we are pretty much done, and I'm really happy with how this thing on this track has turned out. Oh, and I did include a pipe. Don't know why. No question. It's just that. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. And I know, guys, this has probably been more of a terraforming session or episode, or whatever you want to call it, because I have wanted to try and get this track done and ready for people to play and have fun with. At the end, there was a little surprise, so that is going to be when we actually race, and you will see. But I'm stoked about how happy I am about this, and I hope you guys are too. So I hope you guys drop me a massive like. We have hit 1,000 subscribers now, so keep on subscribing and watch the videos all the way through, because that helps boost the algorithm and helps boost us forwards. And don't forget to just subscribe and like all the other guys' stuff. Give everybody a massive thumbs up, because they are all awesome. And don't forget to stay crafty.